Man, Tom Ford is just one of those houses, right? That just has the best fragrances on the planet Earth, period. I mean, I'm someone who owns hundreds of fragrances. I spent $500 on Creeds and Parfums de Marley's, and I feel like I keep coming back to Tom Ford because his fragrances are just bar none. The problem is, though, they come with a heavy price tag, so it's really important to know what you're getting yourself into before buying Tom Ford fragrance. Well, and that's why I'm here. Though I don't have a lot of dough, I've spent thousands of my own dollars on buying Tom Ford fragrances, and these are the top 5 that are the best 5 fragrances, hands down, that you don't need to look any further than this list if you want compliments. And the best part is, the number 1 on this list is the most cheapest, so stay till the very end because I got a good surprise for you. And because this list was so hard to narrow down, I'm gonna start with 2 honorable mentions. First one is Neroli Portofino. This actually might be the most famous Tom Ford fragrance, honestly, because I just think the bottle or the marketing or whatever it is, it's just something about it, right? And I'm actually almost done with this one. So that's how tough this list is for me, man. Even the honorable mentions, I'm like finishing these bottles, right? But Neroli Portofino, I love this fragrance. See, here's the thing about Tom Ford that makes him an absolute beast. He takes old notes that people don't use anymore and modernizes them. He takes like old school notes and makes them modern. Neroli was actually something he put on the map. No one was using Neroli as a fragrance note until Tom Ford came to the scene and pulled out Neroli Portofino. The reason why it's tough to recommend this one is that it only lasts on the skin for like 3-4 hours. If I'm dropping 250 bucks on a fragrance, I need to last like 8+ hours, and this one just doesn't cut it. I mean, I love this for the summer though. The way I describe this one is, imagine you're on a yacht in south of France and Nice, or you're in Monaco on a yacht, right? And you're wearing all white and you're just chilling and you got a yacht party going on. Everyone else is wearing all white. You're drinking champagne and wine. You're classy. You're not taking shots of freaking tequila and vodka. I mean, you can do that with some of the other fragrances I'm mentioning on this list, but this is just pure class, pure vibes, and this fragrance has it. I mean, it smells absolutely incredible. But it lasts 3 hours. Mr. Ford, if you're watching this, please find a way to reformulate this to make it last longer. But unfortunately, I can't recommend this one to most people. Though I love giving this one as gifts. Because it's the most accessible fragrance on this list as well. There's nothing, like you can put this on anyone's wrist and 100 out of 100 people will say this smells absolutely incredible. It's just that it'll probably disappear in a few hours. So honorable mention number 1, Neroli Portofino. Honorable mention number 2, I actually have a travel atomizer for this version, but Solio Blanc. I love this one for the summertime. And the reason why is I use a lot of floral notes. There's a jasmine note in this that it's very tough to make a jasmine note masculine. And it's actually not a masculine. This is a unisex fragrance marketed, but I think it leans a little bit towards masculine. Though I will say, as a girl, you can totally rock this as well. I mean, it is freaking good, man. I mean, there's like woodsy notes in it as well that takes this jasmine, this light, this floral note and brings it back down to earth in a way that is just, it's tough, man. It's tough to not love this fragrance. And this lasts on the skin for a long time as well. It's just that it only works for the summertime. I mean, jasmine is one of those notes, like I said, it's a very rare, very incredibly like niche fragrance note. I mean, the only one I've seen who does this one as well is John Barbados, like Artisan Pure, but this one just knocks it out of the park. I used this a lot when I was actually working in Manhattan. I would wear this in the summertime all the time. It's very inoffensive, very good for the office place. If you're someone who doesn't, you know, you maybe are more like metrosexual, you care more about the way you look and your appearance, you're not like a burly man's man who shaves with a rock, I think you'd actually love this fragrance as well. It's just that it's not very versatile. If you're dropping 250 bucks, I wouldn't recommend this as your first, your second, your third, maybe your 4th fragrance from Tom Ford if you're into that, but it's very use case specific, which is why it's an honorable mention number 2. So after that, let's get into the top 5 Tom Ford fragrances that every man needs in their collection. Number 5. I hate that I put this number 5, man, because I love this fragrance. That's Tom Ford's Oud Wood. Once again, I love how they have these travel atomizers because it lets me like pack them and not have to buy the full big bottle. I used to have the big bottle of this one, but I just think it didn't warrant getting a full bottle because it's just really pricey. But and they're decent size too, these travel atomizers. As you can see, I'm almost done with this one. I might as well buy the full bottle. But Oud Wood, where do I start with this? Once again, Mr. Ford took, god damn, I gotta wear this one more. Mr. Ford took Oud, this note that is very offensive in certain situations. It's a very strong woodsy scent that makes people honestly like gag, right? Because it's like a very like exotic, I think the term is oriental. I hate that term, but that's the term that fragrance heads use. It's an oriental woodsy oud note scent, right? And It's not in the Middle East, in India and Pakistan, and like a lot of the other parts of the world, oud is a very common, popular scent. Not in America though. So it's being reintroduced through a lot of brands. It's getting more mainstream, it's getting more hip, but it is a very strong note. Tom Ford, however, as he always does, takes old school notes that are tough and not accessible and makes them very accessible by making it woodsy. He makes it light. If you're someone who wants to get into oud scents, this is the starting point, I would say. Like, it's a very great starting point to get into oud because it's just absolutely like, it's so accessible. It's so like, it's like oud, but it's sweet. It's like a sweet oud, and it's not oud in a sense that it punches you in the face. It's oud in a sense that it just kind of makes you curious about where that scent's coming from, and it's so unique that you never smelled something like that before. Like when someone's wearing this and walking by, you kind of like follow them in a way because it's like, what the hell is that, right? So it's a sweet, it's a oud scent, and it's woodsy, and it's masculine, yet it's not overbearing. And I think this is one of the most masterful blends he really has because it's so grounded and rooted in what it really is supposed to be. It's an oud wood scent, but it's not oud. It's like a sensitive oud, if that makes sense. And that's what I love about this. It comes with a price tag though. It's a bit more expensive than some of his other fragrances. I think it's still under like $250 or $250 around that price, but why is it number 5? It's 5 because it's only good for the winter time. You can't wear it in the summer. You can't wear it in the spring. Maybe you could wear it in the fall. Maybe you could wear it in the fall if you live in some place that gets cold often. But it's really tough to wear this scent in most unique situations. Kind of like Soleil Blanc, right? Soleil Blanc's great for the summer, but you can't really wear it outside that because it's just so sweet and floral. Same with this one, the oud and the wood. Like most oud and wood scents, I'm not saying this is a case of Tom Ford's oud wood. Most oud scents you can't wear year round unless that's how you rock. If that's you, freaking go for it, bro. Like just go for it. But I'm someone who likes to change fragrances according to the season, as one would, right? You don't want to wear like a fruity bubblegum scent to the office because you'll just smell like a playboy, which once again, if that's you, bro, you're on your own shit, you're on your own company, rock it, right? But I would say this fragrance is not that versatile of a fragrance, which is why, but just because of the artistic brilliance of this, I had to place this here. But if you're someone looking for an oud scent that you don't know where to start because it's inoffensive to you, or it's offensive to you, then just try this because it is something that I would say is a great gift for someone else too, who's into that kind of sense. Number 4 on this list of Tom Ford's best 5 fragrances is Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. Vetiver, once again, Mr. Ford, Vetiver was not a fragrance note that people use because it's old. Like when you think of vetiver, you think of your grandfather. Vetiver was a scent that people used to use in barbershop scents, right? Like vetiver is not a scent that you want to smell anymore. But man, he makes this barbershop, old school, gone modern fragrance, gone rogue. This is my go-to office scent. When people tell me what do I wear for an interview, because I want to smell good, but I don't want to smell like I'm taking up the whole room, this is what I wear. This has gotten a lot of wear, mainly because I wear it anytime I wear a suit. Anytime I wear my blue navy suit, my custom blue navy suit, I wear Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. To the point that if you wear my suit right now, it smells like that right now probably, because like the last time I wore it. But you can wear 100 sprays of this. I'm not kidding. You can wear like 50 sprays of this thing, and it'll still smell absolutely incredible. It's very, very, very. This like if you're going meeting your girlfriend's parents for the first time, this is what you would wear. If you're doing anything where you want to smell good, but you don't want to smell like you are trying too hard, or you're wearing a scent that's very like noticeable, but you at the same time you want to smell like fresh, clean, you stepped out of the shower, Tom Ford's Grey Vetiver. I think I put this on my list for like top old money scents as well, because once again, it's an old school vetiver, but he somehow makes it modern, and that's why I also love the bottle, man. Like imagine just sitting this on your counter, right? Like it just looks clean, it just looks sick. Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. I wear this often. Anytime I wear a blue suit, I wear this. This is my navy blue scent. This is my vetiver scent, go-to vetiver scent. I'm not a big fan of vetiver, to be honest, so maybe I'm a little biased, but if I'm gonna wear a vetiver scent, it's always Grey Vetiver, because this is what I imagine, like, you know the guy from 50 Shades of Grey? I forgot his name or whatever, right? But he's like the CEO, the power guy. He always wears suits. He's in charge. He's masculine. He's also not like, he's like traditionally masculine, right? He's not like Justin Bieber, Timothy Chalamet, like one of those guys. He's like a traditionally masculine man. That's what I think this guy would probably wear, right? This is a guy who's a business modern CEO. He has his way with, I guess he has his way with women. He also has his way with work. He works hard, plays hard, that type of thing, but his whole personality is so strong that he doesn't need a scent to make up for it, and that's what this guy would wear. All right, top 3 Tom Ford scents. Top 3, what do you think I'm gonna pick, right? Let me know in the comments below what do you think your top 3 of Tom Ford scents, and then I'll give you mine, right? But number 3 of top 3 is unfortunately his most expensive scent, but man, I had to pick this one, if I can just get it off this shelf here. That is fucking Fabulous. Fucking fabulous Tom Ford, man. I mean, I just think this is one of the this is probably one of the best scents in the last 10 years. It's really that simple. I mean, God damn, what, like, bro, I'm like done. I'm like almost done with this travel scent, right? But I freaking love this scent because this is like the scent that you want to, holy shit. If you came to my room right now, you would smell there's like literally 50 fragrances here, right? Like, I love this scent so much. I love this scent so much. I bought the candle. I literally bought the candle for this scent. That's how good this fragrance is. I mean, this candle, this scent, this is your young boy hipster. When I say young boy, I don't mean like under 20, like, I mean, sure, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, under 30 scent. If you're, you know, my age, or you're starting to use graduated college or something like that, this is your like, all right, adult party scent. Like, there's this cherry note in there that makes it so playful and fun. And there's a lot of, there's like nutmeg and cherry and like, I mean, none of these mean anything to you, right? Like, what are these notes, right? This is what I think the guy who wears this. This is the guy who owns the club. You go to Mr. Purple, PhD if you're in New York, you go to Live, Miami, whatever. Like, if you go to some of these big clubs, there's an owner, right? He's cool, he's wearing a blazer, but he's also wearing a fun party shirt. People, the guys are trying to talk to him to get tables, the girls are trying to talk to him to get on tables. Like, he's the man. But he also, his environment, his job is to be the fun party guy. He's a positive vibe, smiling, always hanging out, drinking with you. He'll come by, take a shot with you on your table and leave. That's what this guy wears. This is the party boy, playboy, fun boy, like manager scent of some guy who's sophisticated. And that's why I love this scent, because it's like, there aren't too many scents in this category. Most scents are clean, fresh shower gel. Some are some party scents, some are like woodsy scents, but there isn't a scent that kind of just like, just gets the job done if you're someone who goes out clubbing a lot. And this is my #1 recommendation for clubbing from Tom Ford. I mean, when it comes to all the clubbing scents out there, there's a lot of good ones. I'm pretty sure I've done a video on that, but Tom Ford's has to make the cut for the best one from this line. I mean, man, if you're going on dates and you're a single guy in the city, wear this one. Because there's something about the fact that it's sweet and it's that cherry note. It's that like, it's almost like someone took a very sweet scent and made it leathery and made it strong, but it combines the sweetness and the masculinity to make a sweet masculine scent. And I think that's what people really gravitate towards in these instances, right? Because it's so unique in the right way for the right reasons. If this was under $100, this would make my top 5 list of all time best fragrances of all time. Like my top 10 most compliments. I get so many compliments every time I wear this. Like if this was $100, I would have to make it my top 3, honestly. It would be in my top 3 of all time. Here's the catch though, it is like $300. It's like $300, but you're watching this video, you know about Tom Ford scents, you know why they're expensive, and you know expectantly that this wouldn't be the price tag. But Tom Ford, fucking fabulous. Also great marketing. I mean, Tom Ford's a freaking G. Like, he knows exactly how to market, like by calling it fucking fabulous, something so hardcore in your face. But yeah, it truly is like that. If you're trying to feel fabulous as a dude, you wear this. If you're more, once again, a clubbing vibe, a party vibe, you're a single guy just trying to like, you know, be the best like dude in the room anytime you walk into, also be unique enough and fun and playful, but at the same time, like masculine and know your shit, this is the exact way to go. Be that owner of a club, that's the way to go. That's exactly the way to go. Now, top two on this list was really tough for me to come down to. I mean, because once again, I love this house. I think Tom Ford is one of the best at what he does in fragrances in the world. But there's a reason 1 is 1 and 2 is 2. And number 2 is actually the fragrance that got me into the fragrances in general in the first place of all time. Like, I didn't get into this like field for like, I mean, sure, I got gifted fragrances, but nothing hit home. Nothing made my heart like break until I smelt this scent. Tobacco Vanille, Tom Ford. Man, it was when I smelt this scent. Whew. God damn. I gotta wear this more. I gotta wear this scent more. It wasn't until I smelled Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille that I fell in love with fragrances. I fell in love with the craft. I fell in love with art. I didn't realize his fragrances could smell this way. He literally takes tobacco, one of the most masculine scents of all time that have ever existed, literally cigarette tobacco, and then mixes it with vanilla, one of the most feminine scents of all time and most feminine perfumes. And he's able to make this artistic blend that literally smells like you are $1 million. Like, this scent here, I don't know how to explain it. It smells like, I know people say compared to like a gentleman's lounge or like a cigar lounge or like with your boys and you're wearing blazers and you're out and about in town. It's like the old money scent. It's like, I don't know how to describe this one, man. It is what it is. It is exactly what it sounds like. It's the most sweetest tobacco. Because that's the thing about tobacco too. Kind of like, ooh, it's a very offensive scent. If you smell, like, it smells like cigarettes, bro. Like, who wants that? But he takes the best parts of tobacco, the sweetness of tobacco, and he blends it masterfully and beautifully, and almost like a heartbreaking way. It takes this tobacco that's so freaking strong and sweet, and takes this vanilla that is absolutely delicious, and mix it together. And when you put this fragrance on, it smells strong, and it smells like, holy shit, like, what is that scent? And then in the most heartbreaking way, it just becomes so sweet to the point that you want to just like taste it. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, it is that good of a scent, and it's that beautiful, and it's that, like, yeah, heartbreaking. Like, this is the scent, if you want me to apply like a character to this one, right? Like, if you want me to make this sound like someone who's famous or someone you know, like, trying to find a guy, right? Like, who could probably wear this scent? I'm trying to think who, like, the most masculine guy, you know, right? Like a George Clooney type. Like a silver fox, old school, like a George Clooney. Or even if you're like a younger guy, it's more like a Chris Hemsworth, right? Like, you want to, like, this fragrance here, man, it's a blend of just the most extremes in one fragrance, but it makes it seem like that there's nothing else in the world that matters, because this is the only thing you can smell at the time. This kind of fragrance, when you're wearing it and people are next to you, they'll come closer to you because they want to smell what the hell are you wearing. I will say though, you won't get that many compliments on this one. That's just what it is, because it's so strange. I mean, I don't get that many compliments on this one. This one I wear for myself. I truly wear this one because I just think the artistic quality is just so excellent, so beautiful, that like I fell in love with fragrances because of the scent, right? But it's not a compliment magnet. It's not a Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. It's not a fucking Fabulous. It's none of those. But for this one, I had to, just because of who I am and my journey on fragrances, I had to put this on this list. And I can guarantee you, man, if you've ever smelled this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know when the first time you smell this and you're like, holy shit, a fragrance can smell like that. And it'll just change everything about you. It's like that old school gentleman scent. It's that old school gentleman scent. Like, you know that show, The Gentleman? What's that guy called? Theo Van or something? That's what he would rock, right? It's like you're wearing like a custom piece suit. You're smoking cigars. This is exactly who the scent smells like. Peaky Blinders, Thomas Shelby. That is the exact person who would wear this. It's Thomas Shelby running around like freaking just like the most man's man, but a quiet man, a shy man, but a man who knows his presence is felt when he walks into a room. Thomas Shelby, in a nutshell, is Tom Ford, Tobacco Vanille. It's that masculinity that's comprised of a sensitive side that I think is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, once again, people call it a gentleman's club, bar scent. I don't know what that exactly means, but all I know is that when you smell this, you will never smell another fragrance ever again the same way, because your whole worldview will just entirely collapse and change. And then you'll be like, wait, why did I just buy 10 more different fragrances? And then you look at me and see my cupboard and have 500 of them, right? So that's just what happens, man. I'm sorry. I hope you don't get the sickness like I did, but fragrances are a sickness, man. And I have the bug. Number one on this list, and the cheapest one on this list, and the best one on this list, and the biggest compliment magnet on this list, and the one I bought multiple bottles of on this list. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I mean, man, look at this bottle. It just looks like, it's just gorgeous. It's just a gold bar on your cabinet. I mean, Tom Ford Noir Extreme is, God, what a scent. What a scent. So there's the thing in fragrances called gourmand, which means that it's like a edible, like you can almost taste it's like a dessert, like a chocolate, or like a gourmand scent, right? Like it's something that you can almost eat. That's what this does. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with the Indian dessert kulfi. Kulfi is one of those desserts that like, it's like cardamom is the heaviest note in it, right? If you smell like Spice Bomb Extreme, if you smelled like, Dolce Guana the one, like you'll smell this note in there once in a while. And there's something about this, man, that I think is just absolutely brilliant. I mean, Tom Ford, once again, just the genius of the craft he does. Like this, like if I was like abandoned on, like if tomorrow they came to me and said, hey, we're gonna get rid of all the fragrances on this earth, which 3 do you wanna keep? This will make my top 3. Because it's just like, it's perfect for the winter time. It's perfect for the fall time. You could rock it in the springtime, maybe not the summertime, but it's such a good fragrance. I'd say, why not? Just why not wear it in the spring and summertime, right? The cardamom note in this is so sweet that it makes it almost delicious and makes people and but it's such a compliment magnet, because unlike maybe tobacco vanille, which is a bit offensive and a bit strong and it's a bit weird in a way that it like no one's ever smelled it before, this one just smells like the guy who just smells really good, right? This is just the good smelling guy, like the good smelling guy. And that's what I love about this scent, man. It's like, I mean, sure, the fragrance notes will be up there on the video, but if you want to know the essence of this fragrance, the essence of this fragrance is nostalgia. You know that twinge in your heart when you think of an old memory, when you see a video that reminds you of high school, when the first ex that broke your heart or whatever, right? Something about this, man, it just makes you feel all those emotions. There's one thing in fragrance, it's called redolescence, and I remember when I learned for the SATs, this word came up, right? But it's like a scent that reminds you of a memory. This scent is just so memorable. It's so sophisticated, but it's still so light, and it's still there's so many good things about this. And I didn't even know like scents could smell like this, man. I mean, it's so great. It's so good. I don't even know how to sell it. This is a blind buy, and the best part is the cheapest one on this list. You can definitely grab it for like a small bottle of this for like $100 or less. I mean, you definitely can. I mean, maybe 120 if you want to buy the bigger size, but you don't need bigger size of fragrance. I think this one, you only need 3 sprays. It'll last all day, last forever. This one reminds me of my first time when I went to LA. I just wore this all the time. I mean, anytime you're dressed up, you can wear it. Anytime you're not dressed up, you wear it. You're wearing a t-shirt, you can wear this. I mean, it's versatile, it's sweet, it's sexy, it's smart, it's seductive, but it's also very like intelligent. I mean, everything that you can have in a great fragrance, it's this one, and it's the most accessible and affordable in the Tom Ford line. At one point, I almost made this consider making my signature scent because it's so good, right? But Tom Ford Noir Extreme, this is my secret power, my superpower, the best Tom Ford on the market. They have other versions of this. I've tried the other versions of this, like the metallic kind and all the other kind, but I keep coming back to Tom Ford Extreme. It just lasts the longest, performs the best, has the innocence of the exact DNA that the Tom Ford line should have, and it's just like, yeah. It's just brilliant. It's just absolutely brilliant of a scent. This is this is something like a James Bond would wear. This is something that like I'm thinking about superheroes. Like this is what Iron Man would wear. Like if I'm thinking, to be honest, like it's like this is what an Iron Man would wear. Like Tony Stark would wear. Like this fragrance is just all kinds of just like, if you wear this, you're gonna smell like you make $1 million a year. Like that's just a fact. That is just a fact. It'll give you the confidence, that boost that you need when you walk around, that you are the man, that you are the guy. People want to know what you're wearing. Girls will love this scent. Guys will love this scent. Everyone's gonna absolutely love this scent. I don't think there's a single person on the planet who would say this is a bad scent. Perfect for gifts. Perfect for any time of season, really. I mean, yeah. That's I don't know what else to tell you, man. You can see I'm clearly getting emotional about this, and that's how much I freaking love it. But that is it, guys. That is it. So if you've made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're a real one. If you're new here, my name is Sid I. I drop videos like these once a week on all things grooming, lifestyle, anything to do to level up yourself. If that's to make you look good and feel good and think you're the best person in the room, because you are, and you deserve to be the best person in the room you walk into, to maximize your genetic potential, whatever that looks like. So if you want to connect with me further, those kind of videos interest you, I would go ahead and consider subscribing, hitting the like button down below, and let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want to see. Do you like this one? What are your favorite Tom Fords? What are the kind of grooming, like looks maxing type topic that you want me to cover? And if you want to connect with me further, I'd follow me on Instagram, where I drop videos every single day on all things that I talked about here today. But guys, hope you keep smelling like the best dude in the room, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.